All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Asham. Take 2. Mark.
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum.
What's up? My dude, welcome back to the show.
What's up?
What is up indeed? I heard you had a busy weekend. You were doing all the sports things.
Well, we were doing sports things and...
Getting ready for the Big F1 movie?
Yes. So I watched the Spanish Grand Prix.
Whoa.
Which we think was in Barcelona.
Oh. Now, riddle me this.
Yes.
Were you able to understand the driving in Spanish?
In Españolo.
Spanish driving?
So... my young friend and I were watching it, and I asked him, "Yo hablo españolo?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Not even closo." Which is funny because he's originally from Florida, born and raised in Tampa Bay.
Whoa.
So you would think, I thought incorrectly, that if you were from Florida,
You would just know Spanish.
You would just know Spanish.
Yeah, that's everyone but him. Apparently.
Right, pretty much. He's the one guy, which is probably why he moved to Philly.
No, that makes sense.
He probably got the letter.
He was like, I got to get some of this water.
Yeah. You got to go get my hoagie. So anyway, we were watching the Spanish Grand Prix.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is slightly different. It's on ESPN2.
ESPN Espanol.
Yeah, we were switching back and forth between ESPN and ESPN2. No, but seriously, I'm trying to do my homework.
Yeah.
I mean, Top 10 Sarah's not letting us off the hook. She's not going to let us just walk unprepared into the F1 movie.
Right.
So I did two things to be ready for this movie.
Yeah.
Which I went on record a while back saying how excited I was for this movie.
Yeah.
I think we both did.
Yeah.
First of all, I watched the Spanish Grand Prix, which was fascinating.
Isaac
Piastrami won it.
Whoa.
Isaac or Oscar?
Oscar Pastrami?
Yeah, Oscar Pastrami won it.
Yeah.
And then Max Verstappen, who I think is like the LeBron James, he didn't even finish top 3. He wasn't even on the podium.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was another dude. It was the two dudes from the Orange team that took the number 1 and the number 2 spot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then there was a third dude whose name sounded familiar to me, like I should recognize it. Anyway, so we watched the race, and it was interesting. It was really cool. I really enjoyed watching it. We didn't watch I'm not saying we turned it on when it started and we watched every single lap. I'm saying we were hanging out in the living room and we had it on ESPN. And as it got towards, because what had happened was there was a safety flag with only 3 laps left.
Oh, snap.
Which is what caused everybody to get their panties in a bunch. Everybody was all aflutter.
Yeah.
About this highly unusual late in the race safety flag.
That's how the orange team got ahead.
So the orange team got their little pieces together.
Yeah.
And as soon as they hit the green flag, off they went.
Boom.
Yeah. And I was saying if I was the other guys, I would have tried to catch them.
Yeah.
Maybe even pass them and win.
That's crazy that they hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. They should have. You should have driven faster.
You know what I was thinking about the people who didn't come in at the top?
Yeah.
They should probably all just retire.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Big time. Lewis Hamilton is the most famous guy.
Well, they have a play about him.
Yeah, I know. They did a whole documentary play about his life and times.
About his F1 race.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's big on Broadway.
Right, big, huge. And then the other thing I'm trying to spit out is that I tuned into the newest, i.e. last season of Formula One Drive to Survive.
Does that make sense without watching the other seasons?
I think it does because, I'm sure that I'm missing subtle things, but I just jumped in and now I got this guy and Lewis Hamilton's leaving Mercedes and this other guy and there's this other guy and this one head coach hates the other head coach, Oh, and then that head coach won.
Wow.
I don't know. So I'm a year behind because I'm watching the current race on ESPN.
Right.
And then I'm watching the documentary from a year ago. So I might be just a smidge confused.
There's no guarantee you were watching a current race on ESPN too.
That's right.
It could have been a rebroadcast and you would not have known.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% true.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I've been doing to be ready. You know, David, I'm nothing if not a consummate professional.
Right. That's true.
So I'm trying to do my homework.
Yeah.
My whole life I've been huge on homework.
Meanwhile,
Big homework guy.
I'm going to just copy your notes.
Perfect.
Because I don't have ESPN or Netflix.
I'm going to copy your notes.
I'm just, I know. Pat was saying the Orange team.
Right.
You couldn't believe it.
Nobody could.
Yeah.
We were all
I was
flabbergasted.
beside myself.
Well, let me stir some trouble. I don't mean we're going to get to movies. Well, no, we are in movies because this is a movie topic.
Yeah.
But my little Southern friend and I,
Whoa.
you know, we were watching it, and
Yeah.
I don't want to start trouble, but he is a NASCAR guy.
Whoa.
And he was throwing shade.
Wow.
Yeah, he was throwing shade. He was like, oh, there's so much drama here. And look, this car bumped that car. Oh, no. And they got a 10-second penalty.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's like making fun of them for being
Was it confusing because they didn't always turn the same direction?
Right.
He's like, I don't understand.
Right. Anyway, David, that's the news from Penn Cinema.
Wow.
And pretty much the only news.
Yeah, well, we have one other bit of news.
We do. And I'm really interested to talk about it.
A24
Yeah.
has
one of our favorite. We have two big movies from them right now.
Yeah.
Bring Her Back and Friendship, both of which looked like they were going to be throwaways, but are solid entries into the mix.
Right.
Okay.
So they have a fan membership.
Are you a member?
No. It's called AAA 24.
Okay.
And I guess up until this point, when you subscribed, you got a quarterly newsletter. And then it was basically just discounts off of merch. And then they also gave you not just discounts, but they gave you $5 a month coupon.
Okay.
Like you could store up to $25. I was reading the fine print.
Yeah. Is this $5 towards an A24 movie or $5 towards a movie?
$5 towards merch.
Oh. Okay.
On their website. So you could buy Blu-rays or digitals or whatever. The service also comes if you buy a Blu-ray through their service, you get a free digital copy.
Okay.
If you're a member.
Okay.
They just added to their $10 a month plan. Every A24 movie, you get a voucher for opening weekend. And from the way I read it, is the voucher's only if you don't go opening weekend, you don't get in for free.
Yeah.
And it is only in 3 big chains: AMC, Regal, and Alamo Drafthouse.
We would honor them.
I don't know how it works,
I don't either, but
but
if
you
somebody,
could probably reach out and get on.
I'm not
going to
be a jerk about it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's like through the website, like that books it through. I don't know how it talks to the box office or.
It's interesting because I saw this headline and I sort of read the story about it, and I thought, oh, that's cool. Like
Yeah.
I kind of can get behind the concept.
Yeah,
If you're going to be a fan of this studio, they're incentivizing you to go see, opening weekend, and everybody's always trying to goose opening weekend numbers.
yeah.
I missed the part where it was limited to those 3 chains. I'm going to reach out and see if we could get in on that.
I had to look at the FAQs to find out. It's like where it was like under where can you use the.
So now I'm reading off of your notes.
Right. Yeah.
Copying
And
off of you.
that's how we compliment
That's
each
it,
other.
that's
So
it.
301 episodes.
That's
We
it.
finally figured it out.
That's it.
So I think it's good. I mean, it's not. It's either it's $99 a month or $99 a year or $10 a month.
Oh.
So you can go either way. But I think when you look at the value for what you put into something, because technically, if you don't buy anything, they're not really getting anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're paying for the opportunity to buy things that you can just buy on your own. You just get a discount. So you'd really have to make a lot of purchases.
You have to be a fan.
Right. You'd really have to be a fan to make the newsletter worth the $100 a year. Or $120, depending on how you're paying. But we're giving you, so this movie, how many they had? At least 2?
Oh, they got
3?
They got way more than 1 a month.
Yeah. I mean, that right there is, it makes,
Done.
like, you're getting your money's worth if you go to the,
No, you're getting more than your money's worth.
oh yeah, even one
Yeah.
is more than your money's worth.
Yeah.
So, it's a pretty good deal. And then I was looking at the comments on Facebook for the post that they put up, and someone had the audacity to say, maybe if they offered 2 tickets, I would sign up. I was like, what?
Nobody's happy. They're never happy.
Yeah, I was like, that. Like, maybe the person didn't realize there were so many other things. You say, okay, you get the free tickets, which could be one plus a month,
Right.
and you get $5, a $5 coupon.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the $5 coupon, I was like, oh, I mean, I understand. Like, at least that seems like I wouldn't expect them to be like, you have a $5 credit that just stores up. So really, that brings your input to $5 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting. Anyway, if you like A24,
Which we do.
and you're at a participating theater, which we would hope to be.
We aspire to be.
We aspire.
You know
to
what?
be.
My aspirations are out of this world.
That's true. Yeah. Just like mine. Just like mine. And I think it's a pretty good deal. It's kind of shocking. Like, you see so many subscription programs, they came and they failed and all that stuff because they just weren't viable.
They suck.
They just weren't viable. But this is the production company.
Right.
So it's not like they're giving you every movie or a movie a week, and they're also giving you a small window to use it. So if you don't use it, you're out of luck. But if you really want to see these movies, you'll probably make the point to get out there and use it.
I think it makes a world of sense. I think it's good job.
Way to go, guys.
Way to go, A24.
Yeah. So that is all the news fit to print this week.
That was quick.
It was pretty quick. There was a lot, the big news this week.
Oh, yeah.
Netflix had their we're not invited to the big studio release things, but we're going to have our own show. It was called Ta-Dum. Because of their thing, Ta-Dum.
It's dumb. The other big news.
Oh.
I don't know if you noticed on your way in.
Oh.
Repaving the whole parking lot.
Oh, I did notice.
Painting, paving, the whole 9 yards.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Question is, do I get a parking spot?
Another one?
Official. My friends are like, how come you don't have a parking spot? I'm like, why would I have a parking spot?
I've often dreamt about going out and stenciling like your name, Drew's name, and Joel. Because what's funny is we all park in the same spot, or at least near to the same spot. I saw this afternoon, you were over a little bit on that side.
Yeah.
You like to park over on that side a little
It's
bit.
close to the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I have a briefcase.
You're no
to carry.
dummy. You've got a large, massive briefcase.
You understand the strain?
But anyway, we're super excited about the paving. It's the last piece of our. We borrowed money from our friends at Fulton Bank, and built a big, new, beautiful bar. Which, by the way, you can take the drinks into the theater with you.
Yes.
We're getting asked that question all day, every day. So we built this big, beautiful bar. Then we built a big, beautiful kitchen, which we're going to do. Well, this is a podcast exclusive.
Ooh.
This is not for public. Shh.
If you're hearing this, no one else knows.
Keep this shit between us.
Yeah, just between the two of us.
Just between us girls. Next Monday, without telling anyone, we're going to start rolling out food.
Oh, snap.
It's what you call in the business a soft launch.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We're going to advertise that the following Friday we're selling food, but we're going to just start selling it without telling anyone because you got to ease into this.
What about the barista? When's that coming?
That's
the next step.
That's the next step.
Okay. Okay.
The barista. You think we're going to hire like a person?
Well, you said you were getting a coffee station.
We were getting a big deal coffee station, which we're naming after Bob.
Yeah.
And we are going to learn how to be baristas. We're not hiring a separate.
Well, I didn't think you were. I just meant we
hired
have
the
a
bar
barista over there.
We hired the bar manager.
Right.
We hired the kitchen manager.
Right. But you're going to have to train some set of kids to do barista stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Thus
are
making them baristas. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, elevating them to the status of barista, coffee artist.
It's going to be all artisanal.
Yeah.
What does the word barista even mean? I don't even know. Like, if I never heard that word. I drank coffee my whole life, and I never heard until, like, I don't know. I want to say, like, the aughts.
Till the aughts.
Till the aughts is around the time.
Well, it's when Starbucks started to.
Yeah.
But it means that it's the bar east of the other bar in the room.
The bar is to get coffee.
Yeah.
This is the bar is to get coffee.
The bar to get coffee.
Yeah. So that's coming. David, you can't. I'm so stressed out. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right. We're selling drinks. We're going to be selling food soon.
Yeah.
Let me catch my breath, and then we'll hire. We will magically wave our wand.
Okay.
And turn these guys.
And what about the party area? Is that going to turn into seating yet? I noticed the walls are still.
You know what I did?
Old-fashioned.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking while I was watching F1 this weekend?
What's that?
I was thinking I wanted to revisit my idea of buying high-end race simulators and putting them in the game room.
Perfect.
Right?
Wait until you get one teenager in there and then regret your decision.
Nobody likes you.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
So I got this question. I got to hit you with this. I said, where's the slushy machines?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Slushy machines are coming. We had a big fight with Icy.
Okay.
And you know me, David. I don't bluff.
Right.
I do not bluff. If we get in a shouting match about product and you think that I'm not willing to take that shit off the menu, I will take that shit off the menu.
Instantly.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah.
I do not play around, and Drew Schaefer does not play around.
Nice.
And Icy is just incredibly challenging to work with.
Well, it's good to know that it might possibly be coming back.
It will be coming back.
Okay.
We'll see when and how.
Nice.
But I don't like them.
Because I spoke to someone who came and they were like, well, it's nice, but kids wanted an icy. They're going to the ices.
Yeah, I know.
And I said, I don't know.
Wait till we get into July when it's hot.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot later this week. You think we're not going to be slinging ices like crazy?
Yeah. And this was like the first week the new thing was open. I was like, maybe it's just not set up yet.
Yeah.
Cool your jets.
You know what's sitting in the back?
Go to the bar. Calm down.
You know what's sitting in the back in the box?
What's that? New icy machine?
Ice cream machine. What?
Whoa.
Yeah. And you're right. You can go to the bar and get a proper adult slushie right now.
Right.
It doesn't help you with your kids.
Well, it might.
We had this grandpa come, I think it was Saturday morning or Friday morning, one of those mornings, or it was early afternoon because the bar was open. And he sort of came wandering up to the bar, and Jeff goes, "Oh, what can I get for you?" And he looks over there and he says something about, I don't know the lingo, so I think he said gin or something like that. And so the guy looks at me and says, "I'm taking the grandkids to see Lilo and Stitch." And Jeff goes, "Better make it a double." And the grandpa was like, yeah, that's right. You go ahead, make it a double.
That's the funny thing, or not funny thing, connected thing is I actually got a drink this weekend. Oh. And I got the Lilo and Stitch drink. And it was so good. I was like, man, I could drink 2 of these.
At 2, you're being modest because you're on the show. Yeah. You and we could sit there and drink 6.
They were so good. It was so good, and I was like, I want more. But I mean, I was fine with 1, and 2 probably would have made me a little crazy.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, we keep the world is, every weekend we do more and more business. Every weekend the bar does a little bit more than the weekend before, and as people get a hold of how freaking good these drinks are.
Yeah.
This is not like, going to some roller rink and getting some piece of shit drink from the corner. This is a proper world-class cocktail. So we're incredibly proud of it. And I just love seeing all the parents and grandparents that are coming in to see the kids' movies and getting themselves a drink on the way in.
They're going to need it.
Right.
All right.
The one guy was giving me the business because because he came with his grandson or daughter or somebody to see Peppa Pig which played at 10:15 a.m.
And it wasn't open yet?
There's no bar open at 10:15 a.m. And he's like, "You're killing me."
What the heck?
I was like, "Buddy, it's only an hour long. You'll be okay." The target audience is a 2-year-old. If they can sit through it, you can sit
He
through
came out going, I wasn't okay.
it. Right? He's still in there.
All right, that's all the news fit to print.
Old school, simple. David, this week we have 8 trailers.
Yeah.
And I copied off somebody else's notes too.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I cut a review and pasted it because I just thought it was so freaking funny from the comments section.
Yeah.
But this week we'll start at the top. The big one that made the most news, or at least I had a variety of people texting me about it, was Downton Abbey, the grand finale.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty good trailer. I mean, we had a teaser about it a little bit, but for what it is, it's... I mean, I'm excited for it because I'm a Downton Abbey fan. Is it the best trailer? No. I'm kind of... This is the third movie, and I kind of feel like each movie has been like, get ready for the finale, the end of...
Right.
Well, maybe not the first one, but the second one was definitely like, an end of an era. And while I enjoyed the last movie, I definitely felt some of the emotional points of the story were lackluster because of how fast it moved.
Yeah.
And like you didn't feel... And because of how removed it is time-wise in real life from when the show was relevant. So unless you had just finished it and watched the other movie, some of the things didn't quite hit, I think, as hard as I would have wanted them to. And there's a scene that clearly they're going to move out of the Abbey.
Right.
Because there's a thing with Lord Grantham, like, kissing his hand, putting it on it. And I'm like, oh man, this is so sad. But at the same time, I was thinking in my head, I wonder how that's going to hit. Like, all the emotion is built up from all the history you have from the show. Like, are they going to be able to bring that back? I don't know. We'll see. I'm still looking forward to it.
I agree with you on all counts. I would just add from an exhibition point of view, September 12th is a perfect release date for this. This is not a summer movie. This is not a holiday movie. All the Downton Abbey fans who want to see this movie can come see it in September. You know, it's kids are going back to school, but they're irrelevant to this movie. So, I agree with exactly what you just said. It looked fine. I don't think it looked awesome, but it was good enough.
Do you have a trailer of the week? Do you know what it is?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe Downton Abbey.
I fight between what I think is the movie I want to see the most on this list,
right,
versus what I think was surprisingly the best trailer on this list.
Okay.
Which I don't know which one I'll officially get it to. We might see as we go. So you're giving Downton Abbey your trailer of the week.
I'm going to say Downton Abbey's my trailer week.
All right. Next up, we have The Black Phone 2, a sequel to a movie that you wouldn't think would have a sequel, but then when you see the trailer, you kind of think, I guess it kind of makes sense. So the first movie, which I did not see, did you see it?
No, fuck no.
Well, I know from the many trailers we watched and reviewed that a boy is kidnapped and he sees ghosts of previous kidnapped people, right? Mm-hmm. So they are establishing paranormal existence.
Activity.
At least in this house. And then apparently the big bad dies, and I'm assuming he dies in the house. Whether or not that's the real reason, the connection, or if it's just paranormal or whatever. And in this movie, guess what? Big bad guy, paranormally back from the dead.
Wow.
And I was like, all right. I mean, I guess when you think about it, they kind of established that was possible. So
the big bad guy says to the kid, "You should know better than anybody.
Yeah.
Dead is just a word."
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
And I was like, all right, you know what? For a horror franchise, like I'm kind of, like I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm kind of on board with the concept. You know, like it's.
I'm not gonna watch it.
What's like some of them they just don't make sense, and I'm just like, what? Like Michael Myers is like, I or even Jason. It's like, what's going on here? I don't understand the rules. At least for me, who hasn't seen the movie, it's easy enough for me to understand the rules.
And I love that you are the guy who needs the rules.
Yeah.
He needs to. You're going to build a world and put a horror movie in it. We need to know. David needs to know what are the parameters, what are the guardrails.
Right. Exactly.
How do we keep this thing from going
Otherwise,
off the
why
rails?
it's only scary because it pushes the limits of the guardrails.
Right.
Right. But when anything can happen,
It's not scary.
why is it so? I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Dumb.
Well, I'm not saying dumb. It's just not. I mean, it's very loosey goosey.
I'm not a-
80s horror is very loosey goosey.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm not really a fan of any of the classic horrors.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another scary movie called The Home, starring Pete Davidson, which actually Pete looked decent in this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did not watch parts of it.
This trailer... Oh, no. It was a different one. Okay, yeah. I watched the whole trailer.
Yeah.
And it looked scary and spooky and torturous.
Yeah. I knew from the poster, which I saw before watching the trailer, that there was going to be needle and eye stuff.
Ugh.
And so when they got to the part where I was like, well, clearly needle eye stuff is about to be happening, I was no longer watching. I mean, I listened, but
Yeah.
I no longer watched.
What hooked me as being, and again, I'm not going to watch this movie, but what hooked me to make it like at least interesting and kept me watching it even through the awful parts is clearly somehow Pete ends up on the wrong side of everything. Like that shot where it kind of reminded me of one of the iconic images from The Shining where Pete, they flip and Pete's in his tuxedo in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody else is also equally dressed up. Like something happens where Pete ends up on the wrong side of things, either literally or...
I think it's because it goes to the fourth floor.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I don't know...
Why?
I don't know if
Or
it's
how?
I don't know if it's dreams or if he really, you know, gets drugged or, you know, like I don't know what the switch is.
So the tagline of Only the Good Die Young,
Right.
from what I've read, is I guess on the fourth floor, bad people who live forever
Oh, right.
because they're bad.
Right.
They're tortured to live forever. So
Okay.
anyway, neither of us will see it, but Goonies Jason can tell us all about it.
Well, listen, here's the interesting thing about it. And again, coming from the exhibition point of view, it has a release date of July 25th. Do you know how competitive July is every year, but especially this year?
Yeah.
No freaking way I'm getting a screen for The Home.
Really?
Yeah. I would be shocked. What studio is it from?
I don't know, but I bet you will.
I don't think so.
I bet you will.
Okay.
Because here's what I think is going to happen, right?
Okay.
Why would I do it? Why would I do it? Why would I do it? And then we're going to get like a week and a half out. And then all of a sudden it'll be like, holy crap, a ton of people are asking us about this movie.
Really?
And then you'll get it.
You think this movie is on people's radar?
I think it will be. It's what's his face?
Yeah, but nobody asked me to play the King of Staten Island.
Yeah, but horror has a broader appeal than the King of Staten Island.
Okay, you might be right. It's from Lionsgate, and
Yeah.
we play all their shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying that between him and the fact that it's horror, and I don't think there's any other horror out at the time, there's an audience for it.
And I will say one more thing about why you might be right. July 25th is better than July 18th.
Right.
July 18th is better than July 11th. The 11th is better than July 4th. Jurassic Park opens on July 2nd, and that's when the madness ensues.
Right.
By the time you get to July 25th, Superman's already open 2 weeks. Jurassic Park's open 4 weeks, you know.
Right. And so you have people who either like, oh, I'm tired of the big blockbusters.
Yeah.
I just want a good old horror movie.
Yeah.
Or you get the people going, I don't want to see those stupid
Yeah.
superhero movies.
F1 will still be here,
Right.
but it'll be down like in theater 7.
But probably a different audience.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Yep. Definitely.
So I think it'll be here.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you might be right. And Lionsgate's so good to work with. You know what I mean? Like they throw you some great movies, you know, and then when they throw you a dog, like they're usually pretty like they'll work with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, all right, well, just hold on to it a little bit longer and
Yeah.
we'll be on our way.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit here and there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah. Next up, we have a movie called Good Fortune. Now, this is interesting.
Was this the first we saw of this?
Yes. But the trailer came out like right after the last time we recorded.
This looks so familiar to me. I could have sworn I had already seen the trailer. Not recently, but like a year ago. On like long time ago.
This is the first I had heard of.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, Good Fortune stars Seth Rogen, Aziz, Keke Palmer, and Keanu Reeves.
So here's the thing, right? It's written, directed, I'm pretty sure, and it has starring Aziz Ansari. And if you watch the trailer, Aziz Ansari seems to be also the main character.
Right.
First billing goes to first thing that pulls up is Seth Rogen, and I was like, "What? Like he's barely even in the trailer." I mean, I guess it has to do with top billing or whatever, but that just seemed
maybe that was part of the negotiation to get him to do it.
Could have been. I like Aziz Ansari.
Who doesn't?
I liked his show. I didn't watch because I didn't have access to it. I didn't watch all of it, but
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, well, Parks and Rec. But then he also had another one about King of New York. I forget what it was called. I can't think of what it was called, but it was about like being in your 30s and 40s in New York.
Yeah.
And it was really well done. Yeah. So, and Keanu Reeves seems delightfully Keanu Reeves in it. He plays a guardian angel who is the guardian angel of texting while you're driving, and he asks for more responsibility.
He's ready to take it up a notch.
Yeah, and he gets assigned to Aziz Ansari, who what's his thing?
He goes, I got a budget angel, a budget guardian angel.
Yeah, but I forget. He didn't want to kill himself, right? He wanted to.
I don't know.
There was something else, and he's like, "Hey, maybe you should think about that."
Yeah.
So anyway, Angel on Earth comedy ensues.
Next up, we have Elio, the final trailer. Elio, it's interesting. We really have a logjam of kids movies.
Yeah.
Because Minecraft is still playing, barely, but it's still playing. Lilo and Stitch is the number one movie. We're going to still have another week of Lilo being the number one movie. And then we open How to Train Your Dragon. And then we open Elio. And you're rolling.
Yeah.
Now it's summertime. I kind of feel bad for, like Lilo is going to get pushed down by Elio. And then How to Train Your Dragon is, or Lilo's going to get pushed by How to Train Your Dragon, and Elio's going to get pushed by, or Dragon's going to get pushed by Elio. Like it's kind of a crazy scenario. What are we saying? Are we calling it Elio or Elio?
I think it's Elio.
Elio.
I think that's how they say it, isn't it?
Well, anyway, it dropped a final trailer.
Right, which I think is much better than the last trailer.
Agreed.
Because I know that we were on board with the first, not the second. I think this one brought it back.
Yeah, this sort of shows the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it shows a little bit more of the, I don't know, plot, the humor,
Right.
without, I thought the last one was like, I don't know, too much.
It shows you a little bit more about who he is.
Right.
And what his circumstances are. For example, we learned that the movie takes place while he's away at summer camp. It's not his house that he was on the roof of, is some.
Well, it's either summer
lean
camp or
to-
boys' school.
I'm fairly sure it was summer camp.
Okay.
I seem to remember the mom saying, or whoever that lady is. I assume it's his mom, but maybe it's a aunt or a sister, and her saying, "I went here when I was a kid."
I always thought it was a military school.
No, you got tricked by the mom's camo outfit.
Well, I could barely see her.
Right.
That's part of the problem.
Hence the problem.
Yeah, I wasn't able to read body language. I thought this looked, I was already on board for this as a movie in general, and I think that this trailer was much better than the last one and did a good job at selling it. So,
No, I agree.
next up we have my trailer of the week.
Oh.
Daniela Forever. You know me. I like a good romance movie, and I like a good sci-fi twist to a romance
Oh
movie.
yeah.
And did you watch this trailer?
I fell asleep while I was watching the trailer.
So you don't know the premise?
I was so freaking bored by this trailer.
What?
Here's the premise. There's this guy,
Uh-huh.
and he's totally obsessed with this chick named Daniela. And so he just walks around going, Daniela, 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 Daniela. And then he goes to a different place and starts saying, Daniela, Daniela, Daniela. And
And
then
you weren't paying attention
and then
enough to
it's-
catch what was going on.
and then it's her. But you can still hear him going, Daniela, Daniela.
It doesn't keep doing that.
It's so...
This trailer is good. It's the movie I'm most excited to see.
Oh my God.
From the trailer. The premise is a guy is trying to get over his ex-girlfriend and Daniela.
Okay.
And the therapist recommends a new drug that allows lucid dreams that should help him move past her.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, in his lucid dreams, all he's doing is envisioning the perfect life with her over and over again. And the whole idea is that he was supposed to get over his codependent emotional attachment.
Right.
And instead, he's made it much worse.
Oh, no.
But even in his dreams, she wants to move on.
Even in his dreams, he can't have her.
Well, it seems like he can, but he's trying to hold on to her. But she even says, "Well, what if I want to leave?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "You can do whatever you want." But it's like he's reliving their relationship in his dreams, but he like fast forwards through the bad parts and stuff.
The only thing better than total rejection is when it's your own dream and you're getting rejected. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So this is a good trailer, and if you like romantic movies, you should watch it. If you have a bone of empathy or
a shred of heart,
of decency and love in your heart, you won't fall asleep.
If you're not just a totally cold-hearted, black-hearted bastard,
heart machine,
right. Ever since I got that bionic knee,
your emotions have been all off, and like off.
All right. Well, next up we have another interesting movie called Emanuela, which. This is where I was copying somebody else's notes.
Yes.
I was trying to be like you, as usual.
Yeah. As you should.
Most of the day I wake up and I sit on the edge of my bed and I think to myself, how can I be more like David?
Me too.
So I know that you take the job professionally. So I've been following that lead for years.
Yeah.
So I asked you one time, how do you understand what's going on with the trailer? Mm-hmm. And you told me a wild secret.
Yeah, you would never guess.
Nobody could ever unlock this, but I'm going to share it with our listeners right now.
Yeah,
it's a pro tip type of thing.
Yeah.
It's a hack, if you will. Underneath the trailer, there's a synopsis, a synopsis, which tells you what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Which I would have no way of knowing this if you hadn't shared it with me.
It's not readily available.
Right.
You got to go looking for it.
And underneath the synopsis is comments from the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this movie is incredibly sexy, softcore, erotic type of romance movie.
And that's what they're touting it as, the return to romance, like, not romance, but the return of... what's the word I'm looking for? Scandalous theater.
It looks like...
Just like the one where Sharon Stone turns around.
It looked to me like... what do you call those? Like the romance novels that old ladies read? Like, it looked to me like that brought to life.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm reading the comments and watching this trailer, which the movie looks like whatever. But the one comment was, quote, "This movie reminds me of..." You're a Seinfeld guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the quote is, "This movie reminds me of Rochelle, a young girl's strange erotic journey from Milan to Minsk." And I was like, that's it. Perfect.
When I saw that, I did chuckle.
Yeah. So you saw the same comment?
No, I saw you wrote it.
That I wrote it in.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, whatever. Emanuela, I will say it's a very well done looking trailer. It's
money was put into this movie.
Yeah.
It looks uncomfortable to watch.
It says that it stars Naomi Watts, but I did not see her in the trailer.
She wasn't the main girl?
No, the main girl is Naomi or something different. Not Naomi Watts, a different.
Oh, so all the Naomis are the same to you now?
No, that's what I'm saying, a different one.
Oh, okay.
David.
They must be all the same to me then.
Right, I guess that's a you problem.
Next up, we have my contender for trailer of the week.
Oh my God. David, you really shouldn't drink so much before you watch these trailers.
That's Mithrigan 2.
Mithrigan.
Yeah.
Mithrigan 2.0.
Mithrigan 2.0. Megan 2.0. This trailer looks even more ridiculous than the last one because they introduced an even crazier plot line of the Ant and Megan sharing a neural link in one body. This movie looks dumb as hell. So dumb. Yeah. I don't even know what else to say.
Here's what I'll share with you.
Yeah.
At one point, Megan says to the ant, who you may remember from Mithrigan 1.0. the robot says to the ant, "I'm not the killer I'm not the only killer robot out here, you know." And so then you're like, okay, so now we're all trying to work together to stop this killer robot.
Right. And at one point the ant's like, well, it's not like you want to kill people, right? Right?
Right. And then there's a long, awkward silence. You're right. I don't know. I think this movie looks super fun. Like in a cheesy way. Like I can see people like having fun with it. And I'm hoping, I forget when it comes out. Tickets are already on sale. I want to say it's like June 20th or 27th.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's the end of June. And it's selling. I mean, people are coming out for it. I hope people are expecting what it is, which is just a wild, fun, campy ride.
There's a pizza movie, and then there's an all meats pizza movie, and that's what this is.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
This is the specialty menu pizza,
right?
As in, it's extra, just fluff
with an extra layer of cheese.
Yeah.
It's all meat.
I mean, I will see this movie.
I probably will too.
Yeah. Did you watch the first one? You did. Yeah, because we reviewed it. I can't remember if you.
Big time.
Yeah. So. That's all the trailers this week.
So my trailer of the week's Downton Abbey. David's trailer of the week for some reason is Daniela Forever.
Downton Abbey.
The fact that I picked Downton Abbey as my trailer of the week does not tell you how great the Downton Abbey trailer is. It tells you how much I didn't care for any of the other trailers.
It really does. It really does. All right, on to our movie review.
That's so relaxing.
This is
so
serene
nice.
Transition.
That was so nice. There's no pressure.
No, there could be, but there isn't. There should be.
There should be. All right, this week we both watched Jane Austen Wrecked. Wait, you asked me if I watched it, but I did not ask you. Did you watch it?
Girl.
I
so watched it. I watched it before someone was like, I'm really busy and I haven't watched the movie yet. Can we record on Monday?
There's no telling who that could be.
I know. There's no telling.
You know, I meant to tell you, after our last staff meeting, it was brought up to me by Brad and Chad that they don't get shout outs like they used to.
Brad and Chad don't get shout outs?
Yeah. It's so should. Weird. I know.
They should.
So anyway, I don't want to name names, but the person who had to reschedule our recording, their name rhymes with
Brad and Chad.
His initials are Brad and Chad.
His initials.
First name Brad, middle initial N, last name Chad with 2 D's.
Yeah, of course.
Because otherwise that'd be weird.
Yeah.
Brad and Chad. It would be like a better name would be like Brad and Chadford.
Yeah. Chadson.
Or Chadley. Bradford and Chadley.
Bradford Chadley.
Bradford and Chadley.
I love it. I mean, it's our favorite employee.
Studio producer extraordinaire.
Studio producer. All right, Jane Austen Wrecked My Life, which I had been calling Jane Austen Ruined My Life all week. I thought this was delightfully within its wheelhouse and good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not great.
Right.
It didn't blow my mind or anything, but it was a very pleasant movie. Like, it was exactly what you would expect in all of the right ways.
Yep.
And without any, the only real negative thing is I could say it was kind of formulaic. But I also felt that it was like feeding off of the formula of Jane Austen, so that it was supposed to be that way, you know.
It was so formulaic.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, I agree with you. I thoroughly enjoyed watching this movie. I would recommend it to anybody. What was lacking for me, and I have a follow-up comment. What was lacking for me was the total absence of twists.
Yes.
There was not
You knew it was going to happen.
There was
instantly.
not a single like interesting plot point outside of the obvious plot point, which I guess we'll just go over basically the premise is a young struggling writer who, by the way, has a lot of interesting things, and there's an accident in her background, and it would have been interesting to learn more about that or have that somehow play into the But so there was good character development, and I feel like they could have taken better advantage of that. But the thing that so she goes away. Her best friend at home, who they clearly like love each other as best friends, signs her up to go away to the Jane Austen retreat. But as he's saying goodbye to her, they share a passionate kiss.
Yeah. They've been friends for 10 years.
Friends for 10 years.
And I'm not sure if they own that bookstore together or they just somehow work there together.
So anyway, now she's off to the writing retreat with these exciting new feelings about this best friend. But then while she's at the writer's retreat, she meets this other boy. And she has to choose, and it's all it's an interesting,
Yeah, I mean, it's a tried and true
right
romance story that you've seen a million times, but while that on one hand it's exactly what you've seen, it's still interesting to watch to a degree.
Now, riddle me this,
Yeah,
because this is my follow-up comment that I alluded to. Are you a big Jane Austen fan?
I'm familiar enough. I mean, I've seen movies. I've read a lot of them. I played a role in Pride and Prejudice at school.
Oh, okay.
So
That counts for something.
I mean, that's basically we're BFFs.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't kiss when I went away. But
Right. So here's the thing that I was wondering. This is why I asked. I feel like if you're I bet you Frodo would pick up on storylines that you and I are missing. Like I'm wondering if you're a big Jane Austen fan, if you've read all her works, are there little Easter eggs?
I mean, he was very much Darcy.
No, I get that, but they reference that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm talking about like for fans, not just common schmucks like us.
Well, see, that's probably my biggest complaint is the movie's called Jane Austen Wrecked My Life.
Right.
Very little of the movie has to do with Jane Austen.
Has almost nothing to do with it.
They establish that she is a very big Jane Austen fan and recommends it to everybody. And then she goes to the Jane Austen house retreat for writers.
Right.
But once she's there is almost no mention of Jane Austen, except for that they have a ball.
Right. I guess my other question to you, David, and maybe you picked up on it better than I did because I didn't pick up on it at all, is how did Jane Austen wreck her life?
Well, because she went to the Jane Austen house and then it caused a love triangle.
And she met her man and they lived happily ever after.
Yeah, but
you could almost say Jane Austen saved my life.
You could, but for a moment there, Jane Austen wrecked my life.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like Jane Austen Wrecked My Life is 1,000 times better as a movie title.
Right. Except for it just did not make sense.
Because
she could have gone to a writer's retreat and it's so ambiguous that they could have been like, I bought you a thing to a writer's retreat in England and never mentioned Jane Austen, and the same movie could have happened.
Right. I completely agree. And another missed opportunity is when she arrived at the retreat, she was circling around and we were introduced to some of the other fellow writers.
Right.
And then never heard from them again.
They never established them, except for you learn the one is trying to get pregnant.
Yeah, and the one is like a fortune teller.
Right.
Reads the I Ching or something.
It is a very indie movie. And you can tell that it's an indie foreign film. It has just enough to have a feature-length story, but they clearly didn't have enough money to film a lot of extra stuff.
Well,
And that's not a bad thing. It is what it is.
what did you think about having to read some of the dialogue? Because a lot of it's in French.
Because it's a French film.
Right.
Yeah.
Oui, oui.
Garçon.
Garçon.
I didn't mind at all. I love French.
Mon ami. Who doesn't love French?
The Spanish,
Come on.
apparently.
Oh, yeah.
According to my friends in Spain.
Yeah, big
O
time.
And his lovely wife.
The Big O?
Yeah. You get it because
Right.
he's small.
He's so little.
Yeah.
He's so little.
He's so little, but we call him the Big O.
Call him the Big O.
Because he's little.
I get it. I get it, Dad.
Yeah.
So he's little. It's ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're finally getting
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess I was not aware that he lives in España.
Yeah. He moved over there to do some teaching
And
and met
he-
his wonderful bride.
Yeah. And congratulations to them. They're newlyweds.
Yeah.
And so wait a minute. And he told you that they.
She told me.
She told you that she.
He told me, don't bring up the French. They don't like the French. And then I brought up the French to egg her on. And she was like, what?
So then I brought up the French.
I was like, when I come to visit, can we go to France? She's like, why would you want to go to France? Why? Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever have something that you want David to not say because it could irritate somebody, don't tell it to David, because that's just like handing somebody a loaded gun.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't want me to shoot him? You should have told me that before you handed me the gun.
Right. Oh my God. All right. Also, I hope we didn't just create some kind of international incident.
No.
I hope the French aren't listening to this. And they're all like huddled up and being like, these fucking Spaniards again.
Yeah. Well, I know we have downloads in Spain.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any downloads in France yet.
Oh, we're
just catering to our audience.
That's it. Yeah. What about you, Frenchie? Why don't you write us in podcast@pencinema.com and let us know what's going on over in France, and stick up for yourselves, because you got these. You got the Big O, which is funny because
He's short.
he's little.
You would think that he would be tall.
You would almost call him Little O, but then it wouldn't be funny.
Would make fun.
Big O.
Yeah.
You got Big O over there talking trash. You gonna let that just? Are you gonna let it abide like the dude? The dude abides.
The dude abides.
Yeah. All right. So I thoroughly enjoyed the French talk. Mm-hmm. The reading didn't bother me at all. Yeah. So I don't know.
I thought it was fine. And you know, it plays plot wise into it, because she speaks in French and thinks other people aren't paying attention. They're like, I also speak French.
Yeah. But that gag we saw in the trailer.
Right. Yeah. We did see a lot of things in the trailer. Yeah. One of the things that I was talking to Diamond and I, Derek, because we watched it together, we both agreed how refreshing it was to watch a movie that felt like we were watching a movie, like a film.
Yes.
Because the foreign cinema is not as color graded as Hollywood cinema. It's not as saturated. Like even our indie films, even like you like watch the stuff at Riff, and even that's like color graded to look like big shot film,
right?
Because they're aspiring to be
right
like what we have here. But I miss the, like, if it's not a big blockbuster and it's supposed to be real, like I miss that gritty, like the more realistic color tones. And this had that, and more than anything else, I enjoyed the cinematography of this movie.
I would have never been able to articulate it until you pointed it out. But now that you pointed it out, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It was so pleasant to watch. It was a very calm movie. It was totally unstressful.
If you would have made this movie, if you were to take this movie and color saturate it and present it to me exactly this, like nothing different other than making it look like an American color bright, I probably would not have enjoyed the movie. I would have said it was missing something. It didn't feel real and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I want to give this best movie I've ever seen. I'm
going to give it best movie I've ever seen because there's nothing wrong with it.
Right. Well, we did say that there was something wrong with it and that it was formulaic. But still, that's a very tiny notch.
And I think our record, we've established over the years that that's not a disqualifying feature.
No. Yeah. As long as it's still enjoyable.
The only bummer is now I'm hungry for pizza.
Me too. I'm getting pizza for dinner.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So best movie I've ever seen, Jane Austen, wrecked my life. Now I will say, and again, this is my third exhibition comment, It's not doing great. So it's holding over for shows. Probably will hold over for the week of June 6th, which means if you want to see this movie,
Come on out.
catch it before June 12th.
Yeah. I'm glad we watched it because if we would have waited for me to see it on my own, I might not have made it. Next up, we go into listeners' feedback, comments, questions, and so forth. Look, if you want to be a part of the show like these wonderful people, best way to do that is to email us, podcast@pencinema.com. We open up with a new write-in from Connie.
Connie.
And she says, please keep showing Angel Guild movies. They are awesome. I think she means Angel Studio.
Well, you know what the deal is on that.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ben's throwing his pen all
I
over the
didn't
place.
mean to throw my pen out. She is referring to Angel Studios, but are you familiar with the Angel Guild?
No.
Angel Guild, and I don't know how one becomes a member.
Oh.
But I don't think it's super exclusive. I think you can pay to join.
Is it like $99 a year?
No, I don't know what it is. I don't exactly. Maybe Connie can write us back and let us know. First of all, she needs to let us know 2 things.
Yeah. Who let the dogs out?
Right. Okay, 3 things.
Okay. Who let the dogs out and?
4 things.
Okay.
Who let the dogs out? Where's the beef? Is she a guild member herself? And 4th, perhaps most important question, is she listening to the podcast or did she find our email address somewhere, like on our website?
And 5, who's the boss?
And 5, who's the boss? So 5 easy questions.
5 easy questions.
Who's the boss? Who let the dogs out? Where's the beef? Are you a guild member? And
how did you find her email?
Are you listening to the show?
I assume she saw her email in our new commercial that was playing all
you're probably right.
That very explicitly said, hey, let us know about whatever you're watching.
Yeah, that you're probably onto something, and that's awesome. So Connie, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
And David, what she's referring to, Angel Guild is what Angel Studios uses to judge whether or not they were going to pick up a movie. They don't use the traditional studio model where there's a couple executives on the 12th floor of a high-rise in LA. Angel Studios has an Angel Guild, which helps them go through the decision-making process.
Yeah.
I learned about this because our friend Derek Diener went through this whole process when he made, what was the name of his movie? Brave the Dark.
Brave the Dark.
So Angel Studios is the studio, but they use a body that they created called the Angel Guild to go through the decision-making process, and that's how they choose whether or not to select movies. And I think there's also a fundraising element to that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating, and it's a brilliant model. As you know, I have the world of respect for Angel Studios. It's not 100% my genre. Right. It's not 100% my movies. But our number 3 movie this week, ahead of Karate Kid, is Angel Studios' The Last Rodeo.
Yeah.
You know.
They do well here.
Yeah. They do well all over the country, but especially in Lidditz. Yeah. So anyway, Connie, thank you for your note. I'm glad you're enjoying the Angel Studios movies. And yes, we will 100% continue to bring them in. But I just can't say enough how much I appreciate hearing from people when they're glad to hear. And I don't mind hearing from problems. Right. Yeah. You know, I got a couple of those notes too. But really happy to hear that you're enjoying those movies.
Nice. Moving on, we got a long-time listener, first-time problem causer, Marley, writes in.
It's not her first time writing it.
No, long-time listener, first-time problem causer.
I'm not saying the first-time problem causer. She has caused many problems.
Whoa. I would never say that. To me, talk about Angel Guild.
Talk about angels.
Yeah.
This one's an angel walking among us.
Right.
That's true. That is true.
She says, I don't think you are excited enough for The Devil Wears Prada sequel. To which I say, am I not? I feel like I might be adequately excited.
I feel like our level of excitement is just about right.
Yeah. When you think of the Max, you often feel about how excited we are.
Right.
Or let me rephrase it, how excited we're going to get for The Devil Wears Prada.
I'll tell you how excited I am for it.
Yeah.
When I got this note from Marley, I was like, oh shit, that's right. There's a Devil Wears Prada sequel.
That's what I thought when I read it too. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that is a real thing.
All right. You want me to do? Can I grab
do
this
it.
next one?
Yeah,
The next
please.
one is, now, again, I'm not trying to cast dispersions,
You would never.
but I think this guy's using a fake name. I mean, I'm not going to try to call him out or anything. I'm just going to go with it
Okay, this time.
this time.
Maybe next time we'll say something.
I'm going to let it
gonna have
ride. I'm going to let it ride.
You know, two-step authentication.
Right,
with his
exactly.
emails,
Is what
that
I'm
kinda-
saying. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, the guy claims to be named Austin Atreides.
Oof. That sounds like a fake name.
That is a made-up name if I've ever heard it. Austin Atreides writes, "Hello, Penn and David. First of all, thanks for the congratulations on the engagement. It caught me off guard, and it was a great surprise. Out of curiosity, I have my suspicions as to how you guys found out. My gut feeling is that a coworker of yours, David, told you. Am I correct in that assumption?"
Let's just say I learned about it in nefarious ways. And not because I did anything nefarious, but because the person is nefarious. And his name is Doug.
But that's just his initials.
That's just his initials. Yeah.
His name is Bradford and Chadley.
Bradford and Chadford. That's his real name.
Right. All right. Mr. Air quotes Atreides goes on to say, "I wasn't able to see Mission Impossible this past weekend, so I am hoping to be able to come this weekend. I love the Mission Impossible movies, so I am excited to see this one. My current rankings of the Mission Impossible films are as follows from best to worst." And I'll read them in a second. He goes on to say, "Also, I can't wait for Ballerina. I love the John Wick movies. I am so excited to see a movie with a different main character. May Shah Hulud clear the path before you."
Shai Hulud.
Shai Hulud. What's that? Is that some Dune shit?
It is indeed some Dune shit. Shai Hulud is the worm. The Fremen say, "May Shai Hulud clear the path before you."
I can't believe I was right. Okay. All right.
I should have a shirt that says, "Is it indeed some Dune shit?"
What is that? Some Dune shit? All right. I want to get back to his ranking of the Mission Impossible
Okay.
movies because I have a real problem, and maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you,
Okay.
and for once, I want you to be kind. Is it just me?
Hello,
Or-
real cops?
Right.
I'm being held against my will.
Is it just me, or is it hard to keep straight all the different versions of, like, for me, the Mission Impossible movies, which I have established I love, to me, they all run together. I can't, like somebody said to me earlier this week, they were like, "Oh, I'm watching MI3. It's so good. That was my favorite." And I'm like, which one is that?
No,
Can you like, when I say MI3, you know which one that is?
and it's the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, that's exactly what my friend said to me. He said, "This is one with," well, he calls him Seymour.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should call him Seymour. I think you call him
That's
either.
his middle name.
That's what I'm saying. We don't call Bradley N. Chadley.
N.
We N.
Yeah, we call him Doug.
Yeah.
It's his initials.
Shh, no, that's a code name.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, okay. So for those of you who can keep it all straight,
I have trouble remembering. I don't forget what happened in them, but I get Ghost Protocol. Actually, no, because I see this seat behind you. I get Fallout and Rogue Nation mixed up.
I don't keep any of them straight. I will be able to keep.
Because Ghost Protocol is my favorite one.
I can keep these last two straight because I'll just remember that, like, they were part A and B, sort of, you know.
Yeah.
And they have the name Reckoning, and like I'll be able to remember
And they
that.
were both some of the worst ones.
All right, so Mr. Atreides claims the following from best to. I'm gonna flip his script here a little bit. His worst favorite is Mission Impossible 2. Second worst is the first one. Third worst is Mission Impossible 3. Are you
agree
with them
that
so
order.
far?
Yeah.
Okay. So the top 4 movies, and again, this is from a guy who has not yet seen Final Reckoning, so we don't know where that would fall in.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and guess that he would put Final Reckoning one slot ahead of Dead Reckoning, but I'm just guessing.
That's how I would have it, as one above Dead Reckoning.
Yeah. So the worst is MI2, MI1, MI3. Number 4 is Dead Reckoning. The third worst is Rogue Nation.
For third best.
Third best is Rogue Nation. Second best is Ghost Protocol with Jeremy Renner. And the third, or the first best, the number one Mission Impossible movie, according to Austin Atreides, is Fallout. Which one was Fallout?
See, I have a different. I think Fallout is the one before Dead Reckoning with Henry Cavill.
Okay.
Which I think I would switch the two into one.
Yeah.
Here.
And I would never make this list because I would never remember which ones are which.
How dare you? How dare you? Well, that's all the notes we have from listeners this week. Again, if you want to be a part of the show, podcast@pencinema.com. You know, that brings me to another really important question. And sometimes I sit in the dark at night staring at the wall and I think, Pen,
I think.
what's up with you?
Just basking.
You should. Take it all in, brother.
I really dig that some of our sound effects now are so relaxing.
Right. Yeah.
That one-
They need more fart noises.
No, the one
That's
that-
what everyone's been saying.
Right. That's what everyone. All right. I already told you I've been watching F1.
Yeah.
We talked all about that. There's a gravel race in Kansas called Unbound 200-mile gravel race in Emporia, Kansas, which I intend to race next year.
Do they just pour gravel down?
Yep.
in the
You
wa-
just ride your bike behind a gravel truck.
Oh.
And it just drops gravel, and you ride
the gravel.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
that
ride
makes
right on
sense.
it. Yeah. And it's tricky because they got to keep rotating out gravel trucks.
Right.
So it gets pretty wild and hairy, but yeah, it's great. So anyway, they had a live stream of that, which was actually incredibly cool. Super fun to watch that. The girls and I have been watching Hacks,
Okay.
and I think we're at the end of the third season or fourth season or whatever season we're in. I'm incredibly disappointed. I liked how it ended, but I didn't want it to end. You know what I mean?
Who would?
Right. And then I have been watching Department Q with Matthew Good.
I don't know it.
It's a new show. It's on Netflix, so it's not part of your loaf. It's a. Did you watch Slow House?
No.
Slow Horses?
Neither of those things. Oh, is that the
Yeah.
one in England with the...
The detectives that were kind of alcoholic and they were all like misfits, and it was an awesome show. And this show is not as good as that, but it's along the same lines and it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've been watching Department Q. David, what's up with you?
Me? Let me tell you what's up with me.
Tell me.
I continue to watch My Hero Academia, which I got to tell you, Penn.
It should be called My Hero Pen.
My Hero Penn.
Right.
Yeah. I clearly have not stopped watching the show. So there must be something in it. Like, I am pulled forward by the story. But I mentioned before that in a 25-minute show, less than 15 minutes is actual new content. The rest is all flashing
Right.
back to previous episodes.
Or dance numbers, because you love stuff that has dance numbers.
There's no dance numbers.
Oh.
This is animated. I've got time for dancing. There's lots of fighting.
Yeah.
I am in season 7, right? There are currently 7 seasons out. 8 is going to be the last one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a show about a guy who goes to high school specifically to learn how to become a superhero.
Yeah.
Right? High school is several years long. Right?
Right.
I am in season 7, so you would assume he probably has finished high school.
You would be wrong.
You'd be wrong, because at the beginning of season 7, 1 year has not even completed yet. Like, 1 full year has not finished. That is how slow this show starts.
But this is animated, right?
Yeah.
So you don't got to worry about the characters aging out or anything.
No,
Yeah.
no. And like I said, it is interesting enough that I am watching it.
Yeah.
But I am definitely like, I don't know, like, I turn it on, I'm on my phone until it finally gets to something new. And then I watch that, and then they'll flash back in the middle of it, and I go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
You know. Anyway, and then I watched Friendship, to which I have to say,
Wait, didn't we review?
you watched Friendship last
Oh,
week.
because we reviewed something else.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I hated every minute of it. I wanted to leave. Within 5 minutes, I was like, no. No. This is not going to be a good
This
time.
is not for me.
In my mind, like, I've seen his sketch stuff, And I laugh at a lot of it, and I like a lot of it. And I've definitely sent the videos to people going, ha, 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 ha. Look at how funny this is. No, I'm funny by proxy.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's such a thing.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. And this was like all the bad parts of his comedy just like never ending. So I kind of thought that it was going to be an Adam Sandler type of thing where he, had been one way for so long and they had a chance to hold like Punch Drunk Love, and then it was like a serious character and showing that he could do more. I don't think that he can carry a movie, and it was like what I thought it was going to be is some good-hearted guy gets mixed up like and rejected, and then wacky things happen. But instead what we got was an awful person has awful things that he does and gets appropriately reprimanded for them, and thus does more awkward, awful things.
And it's just
forever.
It's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it just continues forever.
I will say, like, I agree that I did not. Well, I don't know. Maybe I did. The whole thing with the wife either forgiving him or reconciling at least even a little bit, and you think they're gonna like get all back together, and then he goes and drives his car into the sports car.
When he was pulling out, I thought, oh well, at least there was a little bit of a redemption arc that kind of redeems the movie for him. And then he pulls back, and I was like, crap, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah,
it's just gonna get worse. There were some funny bits. I mean, I did laugh like when he was tripping and he's like,
yeah.
Were you gone for 6 months? He's like, I was like a couple minutes. I went to Subway. He's like, what'd you do? I ordered.
I got a sandwich.
Yeah. That was, but a lot of the parts that were funny felt like the movie being bent by a strong man to fit the sketch in, to make the sketch work. And I was like, oh, that would have worked as a funny, like, 2-minute sketch with nothing else attached to it. So anyway,
I'm not going to disagree with you.
It's okay.
I liked it and I recommended it to people, but it's not for everybody.
The theater was full.
Yes.
And a lot of people laughed more than me. Yeah. So it's okay.
Yeah.
I just did not have it.
It's doing real business. And there's a horror movie we talked about called Bring Her Back, which is also A24, and that's doing real business.
Nice.
I mean, neither one of them's headlining because we got these huge movies in the building right now.
Right.
But I got Bring Her Back down in Theater 11 and Friendship down in Theater 14. And they're both just every show doing 15, 20, 25 people.
You know what is good about this? And I know you know this, but I'm saying it for the podcast. By putting this movie in a smaller theater, you create an atmosphere of excitement. Whereas if you put the same amount of people in one of the bigger theaters, the thought process would be like, I don't know, nobody was really there for it.
Right.
But instead, people are going to leave and be like, you gotta go, everyone's seeing the movie.
Yeah, it's full house.
You have to make sure you go see it. But,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, next week. I assumed we were going to see The Phoenician.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't realize that the ballerina's out.
Yeah.
I want to see The Phoenician Scheme.
Yeah.
I want to see them both, but I'm more into the Phoenician Scheme.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So next week's The Phoenician Scheme, Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson being Wes Anderson.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is.
Yep.
All right, look, if you want to be a part of the show, right, best way to do that is to email us at our new email, podcast@penncinema.com. But if you want to support the show, Penn, what is the number one way to do that?
Well, David, we're good with Samuels. Yeah, and we're good with David's.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey's. You know where we're lacking?
What's that?
Bradford and Chadley's.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the N Chadleys, but the Bradfords. I'm not sure that we have any Bradford listeners. So what you could do this week to help the show is identify a Bradford in your life.
Yeah. And some might even say a Bradford is like a way of life.
Right, exactly.
So it might be more than just a name.
And that's why it's so important to have them listening to the show.
Right.
And I'm not talking about Bradleys.
No.
Well, we're good with Bradleys. We want some Bradfords.
We established that Austin Atreides knows at least one Bradford.
Well, then let's get that started.
Has he told that Bradford to listen to the show?
That's what we need to get to the bottom of.
Yeah.
So, dear listener, find yourself a Bradford If you can find a Bradford and Chadley, bonus points.
Yeah.
But find yourself a Bradford and tell them how much you like the show.
Yeah.
And if you get frustrated and can't find a Bradford, David, what should they do?
Just tell a friend. Nobody has a Bradford as a friend, so
Right. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah, it goes without saying.
Right.
So tell a friend.
And this last little bit might be why I know that the Bradfords listen to the show. But that's details.
Whatever.
Come on.
All right. Well, once again for the Penn Cinema Podcast, I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.